Hello students, I think you know in 9th class you will have two papers. In paper 1 Geography and Economics, paper 2 History and Civics. Today we are going to read one of the lesson from history, that is industrialization and social change. In this lesson we are going to read about three countries and how the industrialization has taken place in those countries, that is Britain, Germany and France. Before starting the lesson, let us go through the mind mapping of three different countries and how the three countries in different way they started their industrialization and how the industrialization has changed the social society. First, Industrial Revolution of England. Industrial Revolution What do you mean by the word revolution? A change, a sudden change. It has actually three meanings. The revolution word already have learnt in geography. When the earth moves around the sun on its own on the path orbit, that is called revolution. Revolt in history, its meaning is war, and here this revolution, the meaning is a sudden change in any field. Might have been you have listened many revolutions like white revolution, green revolution and silver revolution, pink revolution, like that. This is about industrial revolution, England. The first change is the reasons. The first one is reason of industrial revolution. If you will see the reasons, we will get three reasons. First one is iron. Abundant of iron in England, if you will see, abundant of natural resources, iron is there and it is possible for them to do any kind of industrial work. Second one, coal. Again the same natural resources along with iron, even coal is also available there abundantly. Third one, colonies. Colonies. England, British, we know very well, it colonized many countries, and if the country want, it can bring the raw materials from any country where it was a colonial master. So colonies also one of the reason for the industrial revolution in England. So England is called as the workshop of the world, as it is well noted for its industrial revolution and its inventions. Then come to the next one is major inventions. Major inventions. Those are number 1, spinning jenny. Spinning jenny, it is multiple spindle frame, one kind of spinning machine. Second one, steam power. Again from the steam power they invented the steam engine. Second one, steam powered machines. Here steam engine, it can be used either in any machines or in any vehicles also. Third one, steam powered vehicles. Then if you will come to next one, iron furnace. Again it is divided into two categories. Iron furnace means melting of iron. Melting of iron, it is also again divided into two types. One is blast furnace, second one is puddling furnace. Blast furnace means the hot air blast to the furnace, whereas puddling furnace means it is a step in a small way of furnace. Then we will go to industries. The next step, here I have written number 3. Let me clean it. Number 3, is industries. In industry again we will get two types. One is iron and cotton. Iron and steel, as its natural resources are abundant, so they get iron and steel frequently. Then if you will come to England's environment, the environment is suitable for growing of cotton. So we will get many kind of textile industries are also there, as the cotton growth is more in that area. Next, fourth one is its effects. Many effects are there. Number 1, increased production. Naturally, with the iron ore and steel, and they can make any kind of they can establish any kind of industries. So increased production in different way. And cotton, the next natural source is a cotton, and with the cotton they can increase their production in textiles. So totally if you will see the iron and steel or cotton, they increase their production through different kind of industries. Then the next one is transportation. Transportation, we know the 3 ways, that is roadways, airways. At that time airways was not there, so we could write waterways and railways. Naturally, when the production is increased, they wanted to transport it to different places, and for transporting the things there is a need of transportation, and that is through the roadways, through the waterways. Waterways during those days one of the cheapest and the best way. So waterways and railways. The next one in effect is third one, changed lives. In that, new cities were emerged, and more factories and industries were established. Naturally, when the production increased, so the lives become changed, and there the new cities were emerged, and along with the new cities, why the new cities were emerged? Due to more factories and industries. Then the last one is social change. In that, again it is categorized, it is divided into 3 parts. The society is divided into working class, middle class, and industrialists. So, when the city life or more and more factories and industries were established, social changes are also have taken place. In that, it is the society was divided into 3 groups. One kind of people were called as working class, those who work in the factories and industries. The second group is called as middle class, along with the workers in the factories and industries, to teach them and to treat them. Different kind of occupation is needed there. So, those kind of people were called as middle class. And the last one is industrialist, that is last but not least. Industrialist, the rich group of people, those who own the industries and factories, owners of the industries and factories. This is all about the England and how the industrial revolution emerged in England, what are the changes have taken place. Next, we will go through the mind mapping of Germany and France, the changes in between the British, England, Germany and France. After England, we will see the industrial revolution in Germany. Slow but rapid growth. In comparing, if you will compare with England, it started slowly, but very soon it started a growth, a hike. Second reason is rich coal fields. Like England, even Germany has rich coal fields and iron ore fields. So, there is no doubt to improve the industries and establishing the factories. Unification, the very important part of Germany's industrial revolution is unification of Germany. You have read it in the last lesson. And after the unification of Germany, it is possible for them to develop industrially. Then technology. Technology as abundant with the abundant knowledge, they adopted the technology very soon, and which is one of the result of industrial revolution in Germany. If we will see the same stage of France during that time, the first one is slow growth. Comparatively with England and Germany, France has a slow growth. Second one is agrarian economy. Its economy is based on the agriculture, and so the growth is very slow. Domestic production units, they divided their agricultural units into different kind of agricultural products, and sometimes it depends on the nature, and the natural domestic products may make them to establish an industry or no, not sometime. Then the poor banking system, financially they were very weak. So, if the financially the country is weak, then it is a very difficult task for them to establish either an industry or a factory. Last one is the poor reserves of iron and coal. Unlike the England and Germany, they do not have reserves of or natural resources, and which is the basic material for the industries or industrial development, that is iron and coal. So, due to lack of the reserves of iron and coal also, France was little bit slow growth in industrial rate comparatively with Germany and England. Let us go through the lesson in detail in next class.